for Caroline. This is her capsule that she pulled for this week, the Basque Capsule, because she is off and abroad.
In Spain.
Actually in Spain, wearing the pieces that she picked out. So hello Caroline from Tula, we miss you.
We love you.
We are going to do your capsule justice and kind of just talk through the pieces. So I'll let Jenna kind of get started, and you guys can let us know if you have questions. What I love about the live videos is it's a great opportunity for us to show you details and talk about the fit and talk about the feel of products that you don't get if you're not able to come into the store or if you're just shopping online with us. So if you guys have questions at all, please let us know. I'm reading them on Instagram and on our website, and we can just kind of chat about the products with you guys. So
Yeah.
I'll let Jenna talk through what she's wearing.
Yeah, and I was going to say I really love what Caroline did here with the pieces that she pulled, because I feel like they're fundamental pieces for us at Tula. Like, nothing is too literal. Every single piece feels like something you would have in your closet year-round, and I think that's why it's really easy to pack these kinds of things, and I think to show off the versatility of them. But because they're fundamental pieces, I do think it's important to talk about the fit, because I do think that that can be confusing from brand to brand, and especially as we're seeing how things are fitting on people live. Like, I think it's really helpful. It is so hard to tell from a picture. So I'm starting with one of my favorite pieces from her capsule. This is the Alex Mill Florence dress. And this is a piece that I feel like looks great with a tie, but let's talk about it by itself first. I'm wearing a size small, and again, I know I've talked in videos before of like, I'm usually truly an extra small. So how do you know when to size up, when to size down, when to take your true size? And I think a lot of markers that people normally look for are things like where your shoulder hits. And I think sometimes people see this initially and they're going, oh, it's too big. But I think when we talk about a piece like this, I guess what I am asking clients, which actually happened this week with this dress, is how are you going to wear it? Are you going to wear it just completely by itself like this? And I think the answer for most people is maybe, but probably not. You probably would add an item to it. And so when I was talking to a client, how would you wear this dress? She was really in between a small and a medium. And we were talking about the sweater, and she's like, I'd wear it with something tied around my waist. So I grabbed this sweater that was in the capsule, and we were talking about how when I style it like this, it changes where it hits on the side, because when you cinch it in a smaller size, it might pull up a little bit. So I'm going to show you my true size and extra small so you can see how it looks basic by itself and then with a tie, because it changes how you're going to do it. I think the other thing that she showed in her styling was this open as a tunic and as a swimsuit cover-up. And again, I would say, is the importance of the product being right at your shoulder, or is it being something that's, you know, flowy and a cover-up? So I think really paying attention to and how you're going to wear things really determines what size you would take it in. So here I'm going to show you it from the side where it's hitting me. This is the size small, and then I'm going to change and let Taylor talk about her outfit.
I had a client who was trying that dress on. They were trying them on at the same time, and both of them ended up getting them in different sizes, but she was worried about the length, and she was like, she took her true size, and she was like, it's just feeling a little short, because she did want to wear it as kind of a dress. So she sized up, and that felt so much better to her. And then of course, like, the sleeves are a little bit longer, but we're always going to cuff those. So I think that's such a great tip. And kind of like along the same lines of, I want to talk through some of the pants that we have pulled in this capsule. I have on, these are the Tibby Zeppelin pants in black. Initially, Caroline was styling a Rachel Comey pant, but we're sold out in those, but it was kind of a similar silhouette, like a balloon pant. She's actually pulled two. She pulled a black kind of balloony pant and a white balloony pant. And what I love about this capsule is that this is a silhouette that works for Caroline. It's also a silhouette that works for me. I love this shape and silhouette on me because I am a little curvier on the bottom and a little bit smaller up top, so I think that it helps balance out my proportions. So I love when I can find pants in different colors that accentuate that silhouette and can also work from day to night. And I love, this capsule is like so easy. It's just like easy. You don't have to overthink the styling. It feels chic, it feels simple and elevated. And again, like you can wear these things over a swimsuit. Like I would wear these pants with like a bikini top and a button down. But I would also wear them I have them on with our velvet cruise tank and a flip-flop. And this is kind of like a good daytime look. And I had the Frank and Eileen tie around my waist, or you could really elevate it and dress these up for dinner out. So I love that these check all of the boxes as well. I was just going to talk about sizing here because these are our last pair. It's a size large. I like how the large fits me. I'm normally a medium or a large, but I like how the large here fits me in the hips and waist area. It's not tight, and it does have the little hidden elastic waistband. Like you can tighten it as much as you need to and then tuck it in. So I can also tighten it higher and wear them higher rise, but I kind of like them low and relaxed. However, because they're a large, they're too long on me, so I was going to show you guys what I did here. And if you're a little bit taller than me, these are going to be like the perfect length for you. I'm 5'4", for size reference. But when I put them on, this is where they were like hitting, like I was almost like stepping on them, and the elastic's not tight enough for me to balloon them up a little higher. So what I did is I just took a little hair tie, and I always forget it, like I do
such a good hack.
I do this often in my like day-to-day, especially with all of my tibby pants.
Yes.
And they talk about this on their live all the time, and then I just kind of like forget to bring it up. But if the length isn't perfect for what you need it to be, it would work if I was maybe wearing a heel and I wanted them a little bit longer. I'll show you guys in a second. But for this outfit, I wanted them shorter, and so I just took the little hair tie and like grabbed the section. Even though they're already like elastic right here, I tied the hair tie around. I don't know if you guys can see this. And then tucked it up. And then you just like adjust it however you want it. But it helps adjust the length and makes it like a little shorter for me. So that's always like a pro tip with hair ties.
And I feel like that happens a lot where something fits everywhere except for one place. And then I think that's sometimes a deciding factor. And it's just cool to know that, especially when you are shorter, I feel like me and Taylor have all the hacks of how you deal with that when your legs are a little bit shorter. And, you know, it's not always realistic to take everything to the tailor. So I think there's so many helpful things that we do like that. So here's the extra small. So you can see, like, immediately looking at it by itself, it doesn't look hugely different. I think the sleeves hit me right where they're supposed to, but like Taylor was saying, most often we are going to give it a roll. So for me, having a little extra length in the arms isn't necessarily a bad thing, but look at the difference when I tie this around my waist and how much shorter this gets, because I am like the client that Taylor was working with. I get sensitive to it being a little too short, and so this on the side is maybe a little bit on my edge for comfort. It doesn't look bad, but again, this is something maybe I wouldn't reach for if I felt like it was going to be short, and so going up the side really changes the feel for it. And again, it doesn't look super different. It still slopes on the shoulder again, and I think that's an important thing to note, that a lot of our button-ups are coming with this being a little bit more sloped and not right at the shoulder. So I think that's important to kind of keep in mind as you're figuring out if something fits or not. Pay attention to everything you're going to do in the whole picture.
Yeah, how you're going to wear it. I love this little detail. This is kind of a hard detail to see right here. This is from Alex Mill, and I love this little like side detail right here on this shirt dress. And then in the back as well, it has this little like button detail, and it's just like little details. This feels like such a refined piece.
Really is.
And I love, Caroline also styled it open over a swimsuit, and
Brilliant.
That's like, I love an oversized button down over a swimsuit.
So comfy too on the change.
Okay, I'm just going to show another way to style these pants. So I did take the little hair ties out, and so this is the like full regular length of these. I pulled them up so that they're cinch what's nice is it's like already a cinched waistband, so you can cinch it as much as you need to, and it doesn't feel any different. But I pulled them up high, and then I threw on the crispy nylon Liam blazer that Caroline styled in this capsule, and a little lemon barrel heel. And this is like a good dinner out or like a dressy way to do this look as well. I love the monochromatic. That's kind of what I was drawn to. There's some pops of blue, but it's like very monochromatic, this capsule, and that just feels so chic to me. Yeah. And then this is the crispy nylon blazer. This is the medium, which is the size that my true size in this crispy nylon. I take this small in the tropical wool just because it feels a little bit more like bulkier with the wool fabric. In the crispy nylon, I like the medium. And what's great about this fabric is it is lightweight enough that you can also tie it around your waist. And it has this really cool silhouette.
So cute. Very neat.
Okay, I'm gonna change.
So another piece she had in this capsule is the Janie dress by Jenna. And I think kind of a really special detail that a lot of people don't know is that this middle panel, which is the scary panel to be see-through, is actually double lined. And so when you're reaching for a gauze fabric, I know that sometimes can be like a little bit scary. Is this going to be see-through? And the answer is no. Actually, it's really provides a lot of coverage for it being like a really lightweight material. This is an extra small that I'm wearing, and then this is one of our new Jessica Leone hats. And they come in multiple sizes, which has been really helpful because I know we don't all have the same size head. But yeah, this fabric can be something that when you're just standing still feels like it could be overwhelming, but I think that you have to try the pieces on with motion. I'm always encouraging people to actually walk because that's kind of how we live our life. And so you're very rarely just going to stand like this. And so I think paying attention to how it moves on you is also an important tip. But yeah, this non-see-through panel I think is a real game changer, and a lot of their stuff is like that. And then of course it has pockets. I know a lot of you, when you're looking for a dress, that's an important detail.
Yeah.
So this one's got pockets. But yeah, this is a great piece to just, I'm going to throw it on with this Frank and Eileen. I mean, this is so easy. It feels like a bathing suit cover-up, but also you can take this to dinner. You could wear this, to a farmer's market. Like so many things you can do with this dress, and it looks really put together. And this is just, I feel like what's nice about these pieces is you don't have to try hard. I don't feel like I'm feeling like pressure to overstyle it. I think I can just wear it honestly as is, or just with one item. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Anything you want to add about this?
No, it's just easy.
Yes, easy.
All of these pieces are so easy. I was just playing with these pants again. These are from Roa. These are the crushed cotton trousers from Roa. And I think this is our last size as well. This is size 38. Really easy elastic waistband. It's in their crushed cotton, so it has this really cool texture to it. And up close, it does have kind of the the crushed cotton texture. Duh, that's what they're called. But sometimes hard to see online. They're really cool, and again, I love the silhouette here. This is my tip for these pants because initially when we loved these in the showroom on the model, when we got them into the store, it took us a second to kind of figure out how to style them and to wear them. When you first put them on, this is what the bottom looks like, but you have to take this elastic and fold it up, number one. Number two, these are a little long on me, so this elastic is tight enough that I can just kind of pull it up slightly, and it stays, and then you can kind of balloon it how you need to, and you can wear it a little. Okay.
This looks so good. And this speaks to how see monochrome is. Like this just looks so elevated, so put together, and I think it's because of both of those textures together.
Finesse that.
Yeah.
I was doing this today. And with the heels, I like it a little bit longer. With the flip-flops, the length is a little bit better if I have them up a little bit higher. And then you can also like pull these up higher and do this too. She had styled this with the white cruise tank, one of our go-to tanks. I pulled in the last tube top from Tibby. This is the size medium, and I love how it fits me. There's something I love about a tube top, especially like in the summertime when you've got a little bit of tan going on, or when you want like your jewelry to stand out. And I wanted to give a shout out to Caroline because I'm rocking her Felicidad jewelry as well. A little stack with a turquoise Gigi necklace as well. And then I like this monochromatic, but then you can take one of these striped button downs. She pulled double stripes, which I love. And you can do either one. The Frank and Eileen is just a little less fabric to tie around your waist. You can do stripes here if you want to break up the monochromatic. So this is a little bit more casual. I love the blue Leymon barrel heel here. I think these flip-flops really pull together their whole capsule. You guys can see these. They're a little thong sandal, a tiny heel, so they're super comfortable. Very practical if you're traveling or walking around a lot, but they add just a little bit of height and a pop of color, and they feel so sophisticated and elegant. So I love these. I don't know if there's something else right, but
okay, so this is a piece I'm excited to talk through. This is a piece I see people touch and feel a lot. And I find that if people try it on and try on different sizes, they absolutely love it. But I think we need to talk through it a little bit. So this is the Zerena Angela skirt that I paired with a cruise tank. Just because the matching top we didn't have in my size anymore, things have been going fast. So if you see something, snag it. But this is one of those pieces that when you hold your hand up to it, I know a lot of people do this as a see-through test, and they got nervous to try it on, and several people, I was just like, just put it on anyways. And with the way that the pleats are done, with the way that the skirt is tailored, it isn't at all. So don't be afraid of that. If that's something, if you're afraid of all white, especially in a skirt, if you're not, this looks great. I really prefer on most clients sizing up in this skirt only because I think you get a little bit more of that flare. I was noticing also the length, and I feel like having it be just above the knee just gives you so many options. Doesn't feel too short, and I just think it really gives a nice feminine silhouette. But also what I think I like about Caroline's pieces is that she really mentioned that she didn't like things to sit close to her skin, which is how I feel too. She likes fabric that sits away. And I think that's important to talk about for summer because I think that keeps people from trying on certain things is if it feels like it's hugging you too much. But this is the perfect thing that will sit away from your skin. Again, feels like lightweight and comfortable. I also think it's a good opportunity to show off. I know you guys did a live yesterday with these Dear Francis shoes.
I'm obsessed with these.
They are so great. I wanted to give a shout out to them because I'm so picky on shoes. I talk about my feet a lot. I won't talk about it on this live, but I'm so
Because
picky.
you're a dancer. You have to be.
Picky. My feet, I'm so picky about my feet and shoes being comfortable. And so I think what you get with the Dear Francis shoes is a lot of comfort. There's so much squish in these. So, I mean, I love the ease of a flip-flop, but we all know that sometimes they can be uncomfy, and this is a great option.
They're so comfortable.
If you need, if you're standing on your feet for a long time, this will help a lot. And then I just wanted to show, can I actually borrow that for a second? I'll use the other one.
It's okay, we can share.
I just knocked over anything. Typical Jenna.
I love this as like an overlayer to an all white or an all black. This is like the perfect blue stripe to pull in, and I like the different silhouettes it creates because it's just longer than your normal button down.
Well, it works almost like outerwear in this capsule especially for like a summery capsule, it works as outerwear. If you're not wanting to pull a heavy jacket, and like Taylor was mentioning earlier, all of this would fit in a carry-on.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
It's like the making of a great capsule is that it all fits in carry-on. I just wanted to show it this way. I think this is so chic and so cool. It just gives a different silhouette. It breaks up the all white. If you are doing a tank top and you need like coverage on your arms or a tube top, a button down is the perfect light wear. And I just love the versatility this one gives you. You can wear it so many different ways. And then I'm just going to show, I love the pop of blues, but I also love that this capsule is heavily rooted in black and white because that feels just so crisp. And then again, I love like an all white with the Liam blazer. Again, I always just skip past this part, but my tip for the Liam blazers is rolling and cupping the sleeves so that you show a little bit of skin, because I do have on two pretty oversized silhouettes. I love wearing things oversized. I have a lot of clients who come in and they think that they're too short or they're too petite to wear an oversized silhouette. You're not. Jenna and I and Caroline, we do it all the time, but I think it's in how you are styling it, and I think that the key is to show some skin and to maybe balance it with something slim. So to show some skin, you want to make sure you're rolling and cuffing your sleeves and showing your wrists, or wearing something cropped or like an open-toed shoe like this. For slim, like a slimmer fitting top gives that illusion, as well as a like pointed toe shoe or something that feels a little bit more delicate in your footwear. It could also be like a slim or a small clutch that you have. I think we sold the Millie Loton clutch that Caroline styled with this, but it was a smaller handbag, which also leans into that slim element. Sometimes it's like a slip back bun, I feel like gives the illusion of slim and you don't have hair everywhere. So those are just like some tips, I guess, on how to style some oversized silhouettes. But I love the black and white here. This feels very, very chic. I can help you show you.
Yes. Okay, so we have sold a few of these, and unfortunately we did sell my size, but I still wanted to put them on. This is a size 4. I probably would be a 0 or a 2, but I think back to what Taylor was saying, I think, I am 5'3", and I think sometimes people look at pants and they're like, oh, this will overwhelm my frame. And I think with like actually it being on my waist and tailored just a little bit, which I did want to mention, for these heirloom pieces, we are offering complimentary hemming for these guys. That this would look really nice and just super elegant. I don't need less fabric. I think just because I'm short, it doesn't mean I need less fabric.
Yeah. And you're wearing it with like a slim tank top, which again helps balance those silhouettes. But then I loved that Caroline also styled this with this, like with the white. But I love that she did. She styled it buttoned without anything underneath. She kind of had it like buttoned a little bit and then showed a little bit of her midriff kind of open when she put her hands in the pocket. And I think that that also was such a cool look.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do with this. She originally pulled this Shirley, but we do have so many Eileen styles in the store right now. And so I just wanted to talk again one more time just about sizing. So this is the Eileen in our super lightweight cotton. And I'm gonna pull my true size first. This is an extra small. And let's just talk about it open, because I think a lot of times you would wear a button up open. Looking at the shoulders, once again, it's really not hitting me right here. I don't think it's supposed to. It looks cute. I really like it. I think tailoring wise, it works. But I actually take this in a size medium, and I'll show you why. Don't want to step on these. I think for a button-up, that this is something you can truly have more options and more fun with if it's not your exact size. So this is a shirt that I've been in the store and people have actually stopped me about.
Literally yesterday, someone bought it because you were wearing it.
And I think that what they like is how it hangs. And so in a medium, I just feel like I look more relaxed. I think that what it gives me in my true size is really nice tailoring. I mean, I like the look of it, but I think when I go up, and that would be going up like 2 sizes for me. I don't feel like this is overwhelming me, but then I can also do so much more with it. Like if it was in my true size and I was trying to tie it, it would just get really tight other places. But in a medium, I can give it a little tie on the waist. I can give it a tuck and open on one side. I can unbutton it a little bit and pull it. Sometimes I like to do a little off the shoulder. There's just so many more options if I just go up a little bit. Not to say that there's anything wrong with taking your true size. It's just that I think sometimes we get really attached to what the size says on the shirt instead of, again, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to style it? How is it going to work for you? Because the pieces need to work for you. You don't work for them. So
Love that.
Yeah, I think that's
I think that's a great question to ask people is how are you planning to wear this in your wardrobe? Because I think that plays so much into what size you're grabbing. Sometimes I want things, I know that I'm going to wear it as a dress, so I want it extremely oversized. Sometimes I know I'm going to wear it just as an underpinning, so I don't care if the fit up here isn't perfect because I want it for the lace is going to be through.
Yes.
So I love that.
Yeah.
This was the other bottom that she had pulled for the capsule. This is the Tibby wrap skirt in this really pretty blue. Again, the ocean blues are such a pretty through line in this capsule. And then I'm just going to show you guys, this is the same shirt that Jenna has on, but in the blue stripe, and she's got it in the white. And yeah, you can do so many different things with it. You can tie it, which I think she did. Yeah, you can wear it completely buttoned. You can do it around the waist. So many options with styling. But this is the stripe here. I think I like it. I wear most of my button downs around my waist. That's been one of my favorite ways to do a striped button down recently.
And that way it doesn't add extra warmth if it is a hot day, but still adds style. It's just such a simple thing. It's like adding jewelry or a bag or a hat. It's the same. And I love, I do think it's always good to remind people, you can do it a little asymmetrical. I think sometimes when you style it just tied regular, it gives too much bulk here. And just tying it a little bit asymmetrically gives such a pretty shape.
It always feels like I'm wearing a feminine skirt or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always love it. And then I'm wearing a size 6 in this skirt. I think this is the last one as well, and 6 is my true size. I sometimes am picky about how skirts fit me because I'm curvier on the bottom, but I really love this wrap skirt, the way that it's cut. You can also do kind of a little slit right here. It would be great over a swimsuit. I think Caroline styled it that way. Again, dressed up for dinner, you could throw this blazer is really such a hero piece here. If you guys have this in your wardrobe, Jenna's literally wearing hers today.
Yes. Always.
What's nice about this blazer is it's got the button on the side, so you can kind of wear it as its own top. And then,
so fun.
Yeah, with the black flip-flop here, I love it. Yeah, I think that's kind of everything. I think we got through everything in the capsule. Yeah. Some of the pieces are sold out, and then some of these are the last sizes. So if you've got questions, please let us know.
Especially about fit. We love talking about that. And
always happy to help.
And we'll always throw it on too and show you how we style it. So we're here for you.
Cool. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.